Day 4 season, September 10th, 2021, and just got off work. Shoot a couple more arrows and then go check a couple cameras. The wind's gonna be terrible in the morning. South winds were created by the devil. I have nothing that sets up for a south wind, so gonna try to slip in on a doe, a hot white oak, and maybe we can make it happen and then try to get after a buck maybe tomorrow evening or Sunday. I think the wind's supposed to be a little better. So anyway, so I'm gonna shoot a couple more arrows and we're gonna try to make it happen. I can't tell you how happy I am to be back in a tree. It just got daylight on the first day of, I guess it's my 23rd bow season. I'm 29. First time I was bow hunting. I was 6 years old with my dad. He tied a rope around my waist. We went up Old Hemlock. Saw a bunch of deer. I ran them off because I couldn't sit still. I was too little to sit on the seat. So I sat on the platform tied to the tree. It doesn't sound all that amazing, but that's probably what hooked this old boy on this stuff. But I found some really hot white oaks. There's a lot of acorns this year, reds and whites, but they're walking over the reds to get to the whites. I found a big white oak that hit, and typically in years past I've hunted this property for probably close to 10 years now, and when this tree hits it's usually a magnet, so we'll see what happens. There's one big mature buck on this property, but I haven't seen him all that recently, which really doesn't mean anything. But there's a lot of deer sign in here, and to be completely honest, the only reason I'm here is because of the wind. We've got a south wind to start the season for today. If I get a good opportunity this morning at a big doe, hopefully a dry doe, then I'll try to take her. But either way, I'm just glad to be sitting in a tree. It's awesome.
As I was enjoying the beautiful morning, a family group of does nearly got under me before I even knew they were there. I barely had time to get the cameras turned on and moved over. They fed under me for 14 minutes and 58 seconds according to the GoPro. I kept waiting to try to get a shot on one of the dry does. Even though they weren't the biggest, I knew they didn't have a phone. Finally, one broke away just a little bit and circled around underneath me.
What an awesome opening morning here in North Carolina. I'm still shaking so bad. You'd think I just shot a big buck. But, man, that was so awesome.
My buddy Jim had been hunting on the opposite side of the property that morning. I was excited to tell him what happened.
It was a family group of 4. Big mama, little fawn, 2 dry does. Now there's a big mama, little fawn, and 1 dry doe.
Really?
Because one of them crashed in that holler.
Yeah. Sweet.
So,
Having friends around always makes it better. After starting the blood trail, it was apparent she wasn't going far.
there she is. She didn't go very far. While I'm down on the ground, I want to explain why this works so well. I had, 4 deer under 10 yards for, around 15 minutes, and they never knew I was in the world except for the one that looked up at me. And that usually doesn't happen. Usually they get busted, so I wanted to explain why this worked. We've talked about this before with our thermals. This is the north side, so this is the north slope, and it stays cool for a lot longer than anywhere else, obviously. And so the stand is just it's in a maple that's just off the side of the hill on the north side. The deer are coming to these acorns that you hear dropping all around right now, right in this spot. And if I were to be sitting right up the hill, this would have never worked this morning. And the reason why is my thermals are going to drop down and go to this cold holler. They're going to fall straight down and pull up down there in that bottom. I knew the deer were going to come from the other side, so my access was coming straight up this gut right where she ran to, straight up this dry creek bed, really steep bank, popped right up into the tree. The deer came across, all the deer came across, and then up and fed around. And they never knew I was in the world because my thermals were dropping. But again, if I would have been on the top side, the same situation, it would have never worked out because they would have picked up on my scent really quick. So just little tricks like that. I'm literally, there's a tree I could have got in right there. I'm 12, 15 yards from another tree that I could have been in. And, that tree wouldn't have worked. It would have been a blew up morning. This tree, we've had a great morning. So just shows you that.
If you like what you see, go down and hit that subscribe button and hit that bell icon. You can find us on Facebook and Instagram at the Stickboys. And don't forget to check out our podcast anywhere podcasts are found.